Thanks, children. So in the previous video, I have showed you how to read a binary file, and now I'm just going to create another file, and that file is actually marks.dat, and it will receive the marks of 10 students, and it will basically store the name, roll number, and average marks of 10 students. So I am not going to change the code of the previous program of the previous class. The code remains the same, and now I just want to execute this. So here in this, suppose roll number 1, name is A, marks 56. Roll number 2, 67. Sorry, by mistake I have entered the wrong name. So here what to do, I'm just going to execute it one more time. Roll number 1, A 45, 2 B 89, 3 C 78, 4 Y 98, 5, this is Z 67, 6, it is Q 87, 7, it is U 34, and 8, it is N 56, it is 9, M 78, and it is 10, S 69. Children, these are the this is actually the information of 10 students I have stored in a file, and if you see that file, it is readrive, and here Java read write file, and you can see that the marks of 10 student has been stored, and here again you can only read the name, which is A, B, C, like, but you are not able to read the rest of the content of the file. So now children, here from the beginning I want to show you how to read the content, and this time I'm just going to calculate the class average. So average class, this is the variable we need, and you need to know the name of the student who has got the lowest marks. This is also you want to know. You want to calculate the average marks, and you want to just know the name of the student who has got the lowest marks. So children, first of all, you must know what is the name of the file. The name of the file is marks.dat, and so you need to just know the path of the file you are going to read. And as I told you earlier, that these two statements, file input stream and data input stream, you have to initially declare with null, and now within this try block you need to just initialize. What is the purpose of try block? That it is, you need to file not found exception, and here you need to just write this message that file not found, and here this is the object you need to create, that file input stream, and here you need to just pass the name of the file. So this is what done. Now if you just run this part, you will see that there is no error because it easily locates the file where it is. But if you try it with different name which is not there, definitely it is going to raise this exception. So the program becomes user friendly. Okay, now you just need to read the content. So reading the content means that you need to use this data input stream, and here you need to just write this data input stream object, and here you need to pass this. So now children, the platform is set. We will be able to read the content properly. And now what to do is start reading that file. I hope that you all know what is the purpose of this Boolean variable, and here we must have another variable, that is count. So it will actually count the records at the same time. Okay. Now we need to know how to read the file. So in a similar way, we need to write while true. I explained you earlier, but in spite of writing while true, I will be using this Boolean variable while not EOF, which is equivalent to while true. So inside this while loop only, I will be reading the file. So just read that file. So how to read? Again, reading and writing, you can perform with the help of that IO exception. Sorry, with the help of this try block, because I told you that whenever control goes outside the scope of the Java virtual machine, in order to read the data from any secondary storage device, definitely it raises any exception. So definitely who is going to inform the virtual machine that this exception has occurred? So it is these exception handling codes are responsible to do all this. So now I'm just going to read the content. So first of all, roll number is needed. So how to read? This is the method read int. There are three methods. Read int for reading the integer value. You must know the sequence properly. And here it is read UTF. This is for reading that. Here string name is there. Okay, so it is t name, and one more thing is there. It is t roll number, and here one more thing is double t marks, that is did not read double. So children, within this try block, your main logic of the program will come within this while loop only. So here you need to know the student who got lowest along with the roll number of the student. So we need this variable. Now here what to do? Just compare the values. So if lowest is more than, if lowest is more than what? More than the t marks, definitely it is going to just so this roll number will be initialized by this t roll number, and this name will be initialized by t name, and this lowest will be initialized by t marks. So this is what I am doing. And one more thing children, here what I have done, maximum marks are 100, so here I have stored 110. The purpose of storing 110 is that if because definitely it will be more than any marks achieved by any student, even the student has scored 100. That's why I'm taking a larger value. So it is okay. Now here I need to calculate the class average. So average class will be average class plus t marks. I need to calculate the, I need to count the, sorry, I need to calculate the sum of the marks of each and every candidate, and at the same time I need to just increment this counter by 1 in order to count the total number of students. Okay, so children, when this loop finishes, but here actually one thing I have missed, that while reading the file again, I just trying to tell you, while reading the file definitely it will reach end of the file. So at the end of the file, what will happen here? And at the end of the file, what will happen? This file end of file exception will be raised. EOF exception will be raised, and here you need to make this boolean variable true. So whenever this end of the file is reached, EOF will become true. This is very important statement. If you forgot to specify this catch block, definitely the loop will become infinite and it is not going to terminate. Okay, so when EOF becomes true, what will happen? Here it becomes false and loop will terminate. And when this loop terminate, it will come outside here. So here it is what? So what you need to do, you need to display the class average. So here the class average is, that is average class. Before that, I need to calculate that average class. So average class is equals to this average class divided by count. So here we have done, and the student who has scored lowest marks, student with lowest mark detail is here. So that is the roll number of the student is, the roll number of the student is that roll number, and the name of the student is name, that is name, and the marks of the students are here marks will be that lowest. So here I would like to just run this program. So if I run this code, you will see that here the class average is 70.1, and the student who has scored lowest marks is roll number 7. Name of the student is U, and marks are 34.0. So children, this is how you can deal with binary files. And file handling is important topic, children. You must know how to deal files, because after class 12th, when you go to study in college, definitely you have to, you while if you prefer engineering, computer science, or any other electricals or any other stream you choose, there also data structure and file handling is very important. You need to know how to process files. So I hope you all have understood. One thing I would like to tell you, that everything, whatever logic you want to apply, will come within this while block, within this block only, this selected block. And while reading the file or reading any secondary storage device, you need to keep the main statements within this try block, because while reading the file, definitely input output exception happens, and this is the main exception, and it's a sub exception, or we can say the child exception is end of file exception. If you just keep this EOF exception after this input output exception, and definitely input output exception will occur before, and this EOF will never be caught. So the sequence is very important. First of all, you need to write in end of file exception, and after that you need to specify input output exception. This sequence is very important. It has to be like this. So I hope you have enjoyed this video. I hope you have understood this concept. Thanks for watching.